So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video, we are going to see how the ranges of the data types actually works. So, starting with the simple example that is in integer, the range for the integer in like if you see the 4-bit representation of the integer, that is 32 bits. The range is minus 231 to 231 minus 1. Okay. So before that, we are going to see how negative numbers are actually represented in the memory. Okay. So if you see this, the plus one, the plus one is represented like this in the memory. Okay. So firstly, we are going to see how the negative numbers are actually represented in the memory. Starting with the plus one. Like if plus one is represented like this. Okay. So what is minus one? Minus one is actually the two's complement of plus one. Again, disclaimer, one of the things which you should keep in mind while like you are actually calculating up the values in the negative things, you cannot use your usual method of like multiplying like 2 to the power 1 to the power 2 on each value. Okay, that is actually going to give you very wrong answers. So don't do that. So you have plus 1. The minus 1 is actually the 2's complement of 1. Okay, it's a whole different story. So this is the 2's complement of 1. Okay, and that is minus 1. Same goes for plus 2. This is a minus 2. Now, leaving up the 32-bit thing, I'm going to take an example of 8 bits. 8 bits is like 1 byte, and this is the range in 8 bit. If you are taking sign, you are considering that the first bit actually represents sign. So here you can see first bit. This is the sign bit. If it is plus, then it's positive. It is one. It is negative. Have a positive number plus one is represented like this. Plus 128 is represented 127. Right? Sorry, is it represented like this? Zero is like this. Plus 128 is like this. Now you will be saying in the word that okay, plus 128 has one here. Okay, you will say that okay, plus 128 is having one here. Why I'm considering this? Actually, like what plus 128 actually don't come into the positive range in the 8-bit sequence, but you will see the magic of this 128 later on. Okay. For the negative numbers, like if you see the minus one, okay, if you see the minus one, how it is represented? Minus one is represented like this. Okay. You can say that okay, minus one is actually represented like this. How? If you take the like two's complement of plus one, then minus one will be this. For zero, it doesn't exists. Why? Because number actually exceeds in the 8-bit sequence. If you take the two's complement and then you add one, number actually exceeds the 8-bit limit. So it does not exist. For, for minus 127, this is the representation. That's why you will see that in the negative side, we don't consider zero. For the positive side, for the positive side, the range is this from zero to this, and for the negative side, the range is actually this. Okay, and that's the reason that zero is not considered on the negative side. Now, this is here again. This is the disclaimer here that please don't do any like your PNC and math on negative numbers. Okay, negative numbers. Please don't do that because it's going to create a lot of confusion for you only later on. Now, if you see plus 128, okay, you will be saying that, okay, the first bit, this is 8-bit representation. The first bit is 1. So the number should be negative. And that's the thing that plus 128 is not included on the positive side of the 8-bit sequence. Okay, positive side, it's not included. It's included on the, like you will take some bigger data type, at least not in 8-bit sequence. But if you take 2's complement and then you add 1, then minus 128 also looks the same. Minus 128 also looks exactly same. And that's why minus 128 can be included on the negative side because this actually represents a negative number. It fits in 8-bit. The first bit is minus 1. First bit is 1 only, which represents a negative number. So all the things are fitting. So we are going to take this minus 128 and we are going to add it into the negative sequence. So originally the sequence on the positive side is from 2 to the power 7 minus 1 for 8-bit. Okay, for the positive side. Positive. But if you say about the negative, say about the negative, it was actually from minus 1 to 2 to the power 7 minus 1. But on the upper side, but on the upper side, on the upper side, this is going to have another number that is minus 128 is also added up into that. That is 2 to the power 7 is also added up. That means the range is from minus 1 to 2 to the power 7. And that's why the complete range is from minus 2 to the power 7 to 2 to the power 7 minus 1. And this is generalized in all the numbers, like all the data types, all the things. It's generalized. You can do it in all the things, all the data types, long int, double float, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Okay. So this is the complete reason why the ranges are like this. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. You can hit the bell notification for the new such videos, and you can like the video, share with your friends, and yeah, that's all for this video. Bye.